Okay, here is a video on how to find an address around Spokane. So if you go to Google, type in Spokane Realtor Grid Map, this SpokaneRealtor.com/grid map, that is the grid map that we use. You can see, looking at the grid map, we're going to zoom in here. All of Spokane runs off two streets. So you can see this Highway 2 is Division. All the addresses run off either Division, or if we go down here, Sprague. Sprague runs east and west. So when we have an address that is 723 East Sharp, we know that's 7 blocks east of Division because it's 723, so it's 700. And then East Sharp, we just need to find Sharp, and then we're going to look over and we're going to count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Now we know 723 East Sharp is right here. Odd houses in this area, odd numbers like 723 is going to be on the north side of the street. Even numbers like 722 would be on the south side of the street. So that switches as you cross Division. And when you're on the other side, it's going to be the opposite. So then even numbers would be on the north side, odd numbers would be on the south side. So again, if it's 723 East Sharp, it's going to be 7 blocks. If it's 7223 East Sharp, now it's going to be 72 blocks. So to find where that is, we're going to look at where these red numbers are on the grid map right here. So you can see they start at 0. This is 400 block, this is 800 block, this is 1200 block. And so we would be looking across here. If it was 7223, it would be 72. So we'd go over to 72, and then we would go down to whatever that street name is, and we know it's going to be right in that ballpark. So the same thing with north and south streets. So if it's 723, let's see, if it's 723 South Jefferson, then we know we're going to count 7 blocks south of Sprague, and we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and it's going to be right here if it's 723 South Jefferson. Now you can see that on the South Hill, they're also the east and west streets are typically numbered, and those are how many blocks south of Sprague as well. So if it's 723 East 13th, then that's easy to find because we know where 13th is, and we know 723 is 7 blocks east of Division. So we're going to look at this imaginary line that goes down. We're going to look over roughly 7 blocks, and we're going to be right in that area. So another helpful thing with addresses is we know now the South Hill east and west streets are typically numbers. You can see 6th, 7th, 8th, 9th, 10th. We're going to keep going down, and it just keeps on going. On the west side of Division are typically going to be presidents' names or tree names. So you can see there's maple, there's ash, oak, elm, hemlock. If you hear a tree name, it's usually a north-south street on the west side of Division. And same thing with presidents' names, is usually a north-south street on the west side of Division. What else do we got here? These numbers here are the grids for searching in Paragon: grid 01, grid 002, grid 003. If we look at the main map, these colors are also a way to search for properties. And this green area here, this entire green area, you can see this outline here, the entire green area is grid 10. So if we wanted to search this whole area, you'd just plug in 10. If you plugged in 010, you're going to be pulling up this small grid. 10, grid 10 is going to pull this up. Grid 20 is going to pull up this yellow grid. And if you pulled up 020, then you're going to be pulling up this grid here. So Important to know, this is 10, this is South Hill's 20, North Side's 30, West Side's 40, and if you ever forget that, there's a little sheet down here. Downtown is going to be 70, and then these little cities are outside of the map. You can see Cheney's actually located all the way over here, but they put it on this side of the map, so you can blow it up and take a look at it. So when you're looking at these numbers, again, the red numbers here are blocks north and south of Sprague. The red numbers going across here are blocks east and west of Division. If it's 723 East Sharp, then that means it's 7 blocks east of Division on Sharp. If it's 723 West Sharp, that means it's 7 blocks west of Division on Sharp. If it's 7255, that means it's 72 blocks. And if it's east, it's east. If it says it's west, that means it's west of Division. If you hear a street name and it's north, we know that it's referencing Sprague. If it's 722 North Adams, we know that that is 7 blocks north of Sprague on Adams. If it's 3215, we know that's 32 blocks south of Sprague. If it's 3215 south Perry, then we just need to be able to find where Perry is, and then we can locate that. If there's any other things that I failed to mention on here that would be helpful, please bring it up to me and I can adjust the video for the next crew. Thanks so much.